I was determined to stick with my choice, and I always loved to lead and pioneer, and corporate finance was the one I chose and to stay with. And being in the industry in search of excellence and to develop and constant change requires obviously many different things in your life, but I would rate resilience as the top of it. I strongly believe my sports background have formed the basis of my resilience in my life. And between ages 12 and 22, I have raced in ski championships, and I have been the Turkish champion for 4 years during my university degrees. I have represented Turkey in Balkan Championship, and I was lucky in the meanwhile to be a high honor student at all times without any interruption all throughout my studies. Well, these show me probably how old I am. Like, remember these media things in life? Well, and I have to mention the conditions of the sports experience at the time was not the same as we can offer now to our kids, to our children today. We were traveling from, which is my hometown, Ankara, to Erciyes, Uludağ, Erzurum, different ski resorts by bus, not by airplanes. Hours. And we would sometimes stay at dormitories that are not clean enough, very old state dormitories, that didn't have the heating on sometimes. You need to struggle with the weather conditions. I did more than that. I'll come to that. And it was, I remember like yesterday, although it has happened years ago. Once in Erciyes, I decided to have a final round of the day with 2 of my other friends. And that was the time, the day which we were all that close to death. Because it was a very foggy and a stormy day. And we were left out at the very high level of the mountains when the ski lift stopped. It took hours so that a snow track came to rescue us. We were nearly frozen. We were nearly to death. But that didn't stop me or scare me at all. So I was in the ski slopes the next morning, not even scared, even more happily than before that I was actually alive. I pushed myself quite to my limits, and also my teams to my limits and to their potential, I should say. But I believe you can only grow if you're moving out of your comfort zone. And when you try something new, when you pass through those sliding doors, you can only learn more. Studying at London School of Economics on scholarship and with limited financial resources, London was a very expensive city even by then. Believe me, it has always been. Leaving my hometown, Ankara, to Istanbul for good. Leaving my audit career to corporate finance department to establish a new venture in Anderson. Then establishing the transaction services within corporate finance, which proved to be the leading sub-service line, which promised me the business and the partner promotion as a business case afterwards. Were all some of the examples that I deliberately chose in my life. And the new start, the challenge, and achievement of the success, or the satisfaction of achievement, have always been very exciting and helped me move forward. By the end of year 2004, I was assigned to a role in EY in EMEIA, Europe, Middle East, India, and Africa, as called Strategic Growth Markets Leader. Well, this assignment had another significance for me. I was in EY Turkey has been in place since 1983, and I'm the first Turkish employee, man or woman, that have been assigned to an EMEIA role in that leadership. So that's fantastic. But obviously this role required a lot of challenge, not with a broader agenda to cover, but also with the wide geography to cover. Now I'm traveling from London to South Africa, Poland to Morocco, India to Russia, you name it. And different cultures, different people, different languages, different religions. In every travel is an international one, not only requiring a visa, but the length of the international travel is quite messy. You know about it. And maybe it's from my former athlete that I have a high endurance, or maybe I'm a crazy person that I like challenges, I like the diversities, and I still believe I can only learn and develop with the new adventures. Well, keeping yourself open to continuous development, even if, in addition to your current operational periphery, is bringing you new opportunities. And probably I was lucky that I had exceptional parents, as some of you did. But being so diverse operations is probably this is the way my mom brought me or raised me up. But my parents have always been with me, and that has been my continuous luck in life. And that has been obviously the good luck this time. And that have helped me to choose the right decisions. My mom on that, but I will come to that. Before that, while this is a sisterhood, I need to mention about my sister. My sister has been my soulmate in life, and she has been my sounding board in all my sliding doors, in all my choices, and have always supported me in the execution of the choices. Back to my mom, I needed to be so active. I was in primary school. I was playing guitar, I was in the volleyball, I was in the folk dancing team, I was the flag holder of the ceremonies, you name it, Girl Scout, but still, I was in the best in class. And I remember one day the teacher sent me back just from school because I had a fever of 39 degrees. I was so sick, but my mom still believed that I shouldn't miss the class and I was still okay. Right? Well, pushing me to my limits, huh? I told you. And that was my, on the other hand, like my sports coach. He taught me, but he was almost 40 years old when he himself started skiing, and he taught me skiing at the age of 6. And since then, he has always been with me in EMEIA, in other skiing, local and other championships. I was in the volleyball team, so he was with me in town and in out-of-town competitions. So, make the story short, roll forward 30 years. I'm the transactions partner, which is basically advising clients. That's my local role, actively. I'm a private equity industry sector leader. I'm an Entrepreneur of the Year program leader. And more importantly than my regular life in career, I do have initiated and have been leading the women empowerment agenda in EY Turkey, and have been working actively on that internally and externally. And on top of it, I have been assigned into this EMEIA strategic growth markets leadership role by the end of 2014. So I just didn't dream only, but really worked hard for it. Yes, worked hard for it, but enjoyed every moment. That's the motto I have always been, at work and out of work. Know to enjoy every moment, and know to celebrate your successes. Be proud of yourself. Be proud of your successes. Know to have fun and joy. Keep your energy and dynamism high. As a woman, you will need your energy and dynamism high for your other hats as well. You're a wife, you're a mom, so that is the important part of your life as well. And I was lucky, and I am lucky, to have a supportive husband, and who's a great dad for our 7-year-old boy, who's a great husband supporting me in my career, who's a great cook, more important than me. Well, but my hardest choice in life was not about the career. My boy was diagnosed with a sickness when he was only 6 months old. I was back from maternity, just full time, and he was diagnosed with the sickness. It's a genetic disorder that he has to have special care and special conditions to have a regular life and to have a healthy life. So that was this special moment of my life. And that is another incident in my life, and the real one, that you can never control fully everything in life. Sliding doors choices. You have to make another one. I would either become a stay-at-home mom and make sure my boy is taken good care of and his health is under control, or to carry on the career that I have started to pursue. Most difficult one, sliding doors choices. You probably guess which one I chose. I went back to work, full force, full time, without even a break. I always like to lead the life that I have started with in a wholehearted way. So my philosophy has been going in a coach from Ankara to Erzurum for 16 hours, but still working in that coach along that way, studying under the small dim light of the coach, the very old coach, remember? But still, because of the final exams, I need to be the high honor student because I wanted to be to have the scholarship, because I wanted to have the foreign studies, my studies at the abroad. So I did it. So with that ultimate purpose, now I'm traveling again from London to South Africa, Poland, to France. But after almost 25 years, I'm still working under a light along the way, but this time it's just brighter light of the plane. Thank you.